Okay, so let's dive right into it and let's talk a little bit about three most popular trading scenarios and how to automate them on 3Commas.
Yeah, so first thing first, as we started the previous time, just a little disclaimer, because all I'm gonna explain today is just my view on the market and how I traded with 3Commas products, so no financial advice, and just just some strategies that you can work on. As I am a trend trader, for me, it's kind of like one big scenario that you can divide into three small pieces that you want to trade with different combinations of 3Commas instruments. So one scenario is just set up a short bot here, entering base order short and having a pretty wide take profit. Just let it go and wait. But what interesting here, dividing it into scenarios, and again, remember that this is a daily time frame, but we can look exactly for the same scenarios, for the same situations on short-term time frames. When you are entering DCA here, for example, you can use this sideways market. I think everyone who was with us on previous webinars already understand it with a grid trading bot. So if you take the ruler and check each of the places here, you can see 13%, right? Sideways market, 15, etc. So if you check, it would be from 13 somewhere to 18 or 20%. So this is actually your range for GridBot. So how I trade it, I set up a DCA bot, and whenever so I go with a trend, and whenever I see a sideways market, I'm simply setting up GridBot to trade while DCA in trend position. We will go next to the DCA bot, and I will show the configuration, and I will show the backtest with different averaging combinations. But one more point here, and what I really want our users to consider is that you can also do this with combination of DCA and smart trade. So later, when we will come back to the backtest, we will see that if, for example, here on the 17 of deck, you would go short with DCA bot, that means that your base order will fill here, and then you will simply go with the trend, but you will never average the position because DCA is created to average down your position. But what I really want as a more professional trader is average my position when it goes into profit, so I can exploit all the capital that is available for me to trade. So with smart trade, I can do that, or you can do that also with ad funds. Again, those who are training with us know how to do it, but with smart trade, what's good is that you can automate it and set up a conditional order. So for example, you short it here with DCA, and then you see that it falls here, and you understand that, all right, there is a range typically that we have seen with the ruler, and if the price goes beyond this range, you can set up a smart trade that will short additionally. What's interesting here is 2 points. First is we will check this how it works with the backtest. I mean, without averaging condition, because my idea here is that whenever I'm going short, I want the averaging to be to cover this 18%. I don't care about the signals. I just want to be sure that I will average while the position goes against me for 18%. And then we will do the same, but with conditions and see how the results will differ. We have this results with maximum flux floating drawdown, sorry, which is twice as low as the P&L, which is actually pretty good considering the ratio. Pretty small fees. And what interesting for me here is how we actually collected the position. You can see that with this setup, we have at least 2 averaging orders, which I'm pretty fine with. And let's see what would it be if we use an averaging condition. So averaging condition, I tried with RSI, but I don't really trade it much, so I will switch to moving average. So you can see it's almost twice slow, the profit. And let's see actually why it happened. Okay, I can see it just from the chart that we didn't have a lot of trades. We had much, and looking through the volume and through the fees, we have much lower trades than it was previously. We still have a nice ratio between PNL and MFD, but let's go to the logs, and we will see that on every trade, yeah, on every trade we don't have, okay, we have one averaging, but on 90% of trades, we don't have any averaging orders. So what it means for me that I'm not using my capital enough to trade to exploit it to the maximum potential. When you see this situation, it means, for me at least, that you can either think of how you want to average your position with our tools, with conditions, or simply without conditions, just by covering the percentage, or as I told multiple times already, you can use smart trades or add funds. All right.
Thank you, everyone, and we'll see you next Friday. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. Bye.
Bye bye.